Alright, welcome back everybody. Once again, this is G, and we're picking up exactly where we left off in the previous episode of Oxygen Not Included Spaced Out. We're building this vacuum chamber here for our deodorizer setup, and once it's complete, we're going to have plenty of oxygen, and we can move to bigger and better things. But for now, let's keep digging. Alright, we're just going to keep expanding this chamber by just zigzagging tiles. We're just going to build the bottom and then remove the top. Just keep going until it's big enough. Alright, let's keep rolling. Alright, let's see what's cooking over here. We got water. That can come in handy for now. Got some dupes. Let's have a look. Well, the digger is nice, but I think for now we'll get water until we get the proper oxygen generation going on. Then we can start picking up some more dupes. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, we're still continuing to expand this chamber. Let's keep going. Alright, we got most of the machinery laid out here, and we're going to build it out now. And we're starting to build our new oxygen generator. I've done some more testing on this, and I think this particular design is going to work out pretty well. But let's see how it turns out. This is going to take a while. Alright, looks like teamwork makes the dream work. Hey? We got mad construction going on here. Let's keep rolling. You can see there's a little bit of chill coming from the bottom right, from the ice biome. Not a problem. Actually kind of nice. Helps to cool down the oxygen that's going to be coming out. Alright, things are coming along swimmingly. Shouldn't be too much longer. Once this is built, what we're going to do is we're going to dump this water into this chamber and compress it automatically without using any pumps. I'll show you how that's done in a minute. Based on the same principle as the infinite loop. Alright, we finally got to a perfect vacuum in here. Gonna go ahead and take out this gas pump. Alright, just a few more bits and bobs. Let's keep going. Alright, let's see what's hot off the press here. Okay, we've got some dupes. We're good for dupes for now. Dreklet, we'll take that. Alright, so we should have a total of 3 Dreklets all in all now. Then we can start a farm after this oxygen generator is complete. It's coming along. We're getting there. And we're continuing building our oxygen generator. What we got here is we're going to set up some bypass pumps. And we don't have any naphtha at the moment. But we did get some of this oil from around here. So we're going to pump this oil into here and create some oil beads. And then over here for our gas lock, we're going to have 2 gases. We're going to have CO2 and oxygen on top. And it's going to create this pressurized polluted water environment down here. So let's keep at it. Temperatures look nominal. Oxygen level looks really healthy. And it looks like there's a couple of weezeworts up there that are emitting radiation, but nothing that we can't handle. Alright, looks like Harold is ready to level up. Let's have a look what we can do. Hazmat digging. Well, we're not there yet, but might as well. He loves it. And Trabaldo? Well, let's have a look here. Quite a few options. Let's get the research going. And we'll also top up the grilling. Alright, let's go. Alright, we're going to go ahead and install an auto door here. That's going to be to let the polluted water into the chamber and pressurize it. Getting there soon. Let's keep going. And along the way, we're going to do a little bit of cleanup. Alright, We just finished researching conveyors. So what we can do is we can go ahead and start setting these up over here. And that's still going to take a while before everything's ready to go. But we're going to at least kind of put the initial inroads in here. Okay, maybe not so fast. We're going to need mechatronics engineering here. But Joshua is almost there. So we're going to get him improved carrying. And then at the next level up, he's going to be able to build conveyors. So we're getting there. Let's level up Mary. Let's have a look. What can we get here? Let's get extra carrying. Never hurts. And then for Catelyn, let's have a look here. Hazmat digging. All right, all set. So we'll circle back to the conveyor belts once Joshua is all good and ready. And the labor continues. We're putting an oil pipe from the left. This is going to be used to set up the beads. And there's a valve there. We're going to set that to 300 grams. And we're just going to dump the oil there initially using a bottle dispenser. And then the pump will pick it up and then feed it into here using these existing vents. And that's how we're going to create these beads. All right, let's keep rolling. Ooh, whoops. Got a little bit of a buffer overflow over here. That's okay, we shut off this vent and we're going to fix it real quick. These things happen. Alright, let's move on. Alright, we're going to need to research something else here. Got all busy mopping things, but first let's see what's on the printer. Rust. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, let's get rust for now. We'll get some more dupes a little bit later. And then for the research, let's have a look here. Okay, let's get insulated walls. I think that's going to come in very handy soon. And construction continues. Getting really close now. Let's keep going. Okay, so if we look here, we got some oil coming in. And if we look very carefully, it's coming out in small packets of 300 grams. Now, what we're going to do here is I've paused the game and we're going to very carefully carve these out using the pliers mod. Honestly, I think this should be a standard feature in the game, but it's a mod. So we carve up this pipe, and now we have these individual 300 gram packets you can see here. And we'll let the first 300 gram packet go into the first vent, and then the second packet will be directed into the second vent by snipping this piece and connecting this, and so forth. And then what we're going to end up with is 300 gram beads below each vent right here. And that's the beads required for the bypass pumps. Once we have that, we're going to seal up this area, set these valves to 0.1 grams, close it up, and then top up the water up here, and then start the drip, and then get the polluted water in here. And we're going to be ready to go. So we're almost there. Let's keep going. Alright, I've slowed this down just to show you how I'm feeding the beads in here. And it's done by feeding one bead at a time and then cutting the pipe. And you don't have to use pliers if you don't want to. It's just a shortcut. I find it's really convenient because you can reconnect the pipes together. So I figured it only makes sense you can also cut the pipes. Alright, let's keep going. Alrighty. All set for oil. Okay, we're going to go ahead and disconnect all these feeder pipes that we don't need. Alright, we're just going to clean up all this debris. Something I completely forgot is to put these separator tiles in between the vents. Here's one. I'm going to have to put one at a time. Yeah, you got to be very careful to make sure you do things not out of turn. You got to do things in order. And this valve will have to be done after all these tiles are in place. Whoops. All right, we're going to fix this and return. All right, insulated tiles are done. So let's go ahead and research some automation next. In fact, let's get this whole tree over here. We're going to need it. All right, we're putting in the tiles. Can't believe I forgot that. We have to put them one at a time because there's only so much room. All right, let's keep going. All right, finally we're getting somewhere. Now we're gonna need to top up the water in here. Let's go ahead and connect this pipe. Yeah, we don't need a lot of water, so we could probably cut it off right there. It's fine. In fact, there. Let's have a look. All right, it's gonna all have to spread out nice and even. And we should get about 10 kilos per tile, give or take. And some change. There's really no overpressure limit here for the amount of water. So if you put a little bit much, it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect the deodorizers. So this looks about right. All right, we can go ahead and get rid of these vents. Now, one thing you'll notice here is we have power that is required for deodorizers now, but also they have the ability to be disabled or enabled by automation. So this is pretty handy. In our case, we just disconnected the power here because we don't want these things to run and we want to keep this as a vacuum for the time being. But we do have this layer of water, so we can turn on these gas bypass pumps and accumulate polluted oxygen down here underneath the water layer, and that'll be fine. So we can do that early on, but keep this as a vacuum up top. Now, once we get some refined metal, then we'll go ahead and seal up this room, close this door, and then the sweepers can run on their own. But we don't have any refined metal right now, so we can't build the sweepers. So let's get that metal, get all this set up, and then go from there. Also, for the time being, we're going to use a rock crusher just to get a little bit of refined metal. Later on, we're going to set up a refinery, but for now, we don't need much. So this will do just fine. Let's see what's printing. Ooh, we got a suit, or we have an oxyfern. This is pretty handy. I think we're going to get that. All right, let's do it. And then we can plant this oxyfern somewhere. Let's see. What do we got here? Just got harvested. So let's go ahead and uproot this guy. And we'll put an oxyfern right here. It's funny, you can see all these polluted oxygen bubbles over here. But actually there's no polluted oxygen coming out because those packets are 0.1 grams and they just get deleted. So, yeah. All right, we're also going to clean up all this debris here. Might as well. All right, let's have a look here. I think Travaldo is ready to level up. Okay, let's get atomic research. And then we'll go from there. For a while there, I kind of forgot that oxyfern needs clean water versus polluted water. Oops. Now, the other thing we should do is we should pre-fill the pipes with oxygen and CO2 for these vents down here. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and connect these pipes. They're already connected. Let's get the power in here. And what we want to do is we want to cut off these pipes as soon as we have enough CO2 and oxygen. That should be good right there. And that should be fine for oxygen. And then what we want to do is we want to cut that off over here. Done. Okay, there we go. And now we can go ahead and pour in the water. But ideally what I'd like to do is get automation in here so that we can open this door automatically. So that means we need to get some refined metals. All right, let's get that. So we go over here. Let's get some cobalt ore, convert it. We don't need a lot. Let's do, let's say, maybe let's run 20 jobs. That should be fine. We have plots of that. I know it's going to waste a little bit of cobalt ore, but that's okay. We just need a bit. All right, Harold's going to pound it out for us. Excellent. You know, generally we don't want to tell our dupes to go pound some sand, but for Harold, we've made an exception. All right, we're going to need to add an automation wire here so that mesh tile is getting in the way, but then once we're done, we're going to put that mesh tile back on. And that's to make sure that nothing solid gets in there and that the fish doesn't swim downstream there. And over here we just have a friendly reminder that we need a mechatronics skill. Well, we're going to get that very soon, and then we're going to put all this in. And we're back to our daily grind. Let's keep going. Looks like oxygen is starting to thin out a bit, but still looks okay. A few more bits and bobs, a little bit more cleaning here and there. Let's keep going. All right, So what we're going to do now is we're going to open this door here automatically using the switch just for a little bit. And then we're going to pre-fill this with a little bit of polluted water and immediately close the door. Then we're going to open these two vents and let the CO2 in on the bottom and the oxygen in on top. This is going to create a gas lock. And after that, we're going to open this door all the way and fill this whole thing here with polluted water. Let's do it. And you want to make sure you pause the game when you're connecting the pipes. Just adds an extra margin of safety. Alright, we're going to fill out those two tiles. And we're going to turn on the rest of the water. Alright, we got our gases in. We're going to go ahead and open the water and fill this in. And that's it. The machine is filling. Once this fills up sufficiently, this is going to build up a lot of polluted oxygen up here. We're going to bring in the sand once we get mechatronics running with conveyors and close this door so dupes don't have to go in here anymore. Currently, there's vacuum up here because there's a water seal. And this is just going to keep filling with polluted water. And because we have these doors here and airflow tiles, this is going to continue pressurizing. And it's not going to cause any damage. And over here, it's going to be low pressure. We're not going to drain all this water because we still need a little bit to feed the fish and hydroponic farm over here and all that. So we're going to leave a little bit here, but we're going to drain most of it into here. And then we're going to go and find some more polluted water. By the way, the rate at which it's draining the pool here is pretty rapid. I'm not sure exactly what the rate is. I think it's about 50 kilos per second, but don't quote me on that. I got to double check that, some testing. But you can see it's draining like crazy here. So we're almost there. And over here, it's pressurizing. We're at over 2 tons, 3 tons in some spots. It's going to equalize after a while. All right, let's keep going. You can see over here we're building up polluted oxygen. Up here in the high pressure area, we got about 5 kilos, 7 kilos. It's growing pretty quick. So by the time we have sand and we have mechatronics ready to go here, we're going to have a lot of polluted oxygen queued up. And then right away, these things can just immediately begin to create clean oxygen. So this machine is going to be running overtime. We're going to have no shortage of oxygen. Now, one thing I'm going to add in here is I'm going to put another bypass pump on top just to remove the oxygen. And that should be good. Maybe add a door as well, just in case. All right, let's do it. All right, let's see what's cooking over here on the printer. Okay, we can't support any dupes at the moment. Extra food. Well, that should be good. Let's do that. And we're also draining water into this chamber over here from other places. Alright, we're draining the polluted water, and we're also going to wall in the clean water here. And this is just temporary. We're going to move clean water to an infinite storage tank later, but it should be okay for now. Alright, now we can mop up this mess. Alright, and we're also going to clear out all this dirt. Okay, going to fix some of these ladders here and the floors. And we're also going to go ahead and clear all these nooks and crannies that are full of water. Are you asleep yet? No? Let's keep going. Alright, cycle 50. Let's see what we're going to research. Alright, we're going to need to measure gas pressure, so we're going to need this atmos sensor. Let's research that. And after that, we're going to go right into atmos suits. Okay, we're carving out a spot for a bypass pump here. Alright, what we're going to do here is we're going to set up another bypass pump right here. I'm going to put a little bit of oil. We have a 300 gram bead right here already ready to go in this pipe that's been segmented off. Once this is here, we're going to set the valve to 0.1 grams and then feed this clean water into here. We could also use polluted water, it's fine. I'm just going to use this clean water. feed into this pipe, and then I can just cut off this pipe, and then at 0.1 grams this pipe is not going to get emptied out for a very long time. I can just feed this valve here. Alright, let's go. Alright, we got a bead of oil over here, you can see, 300 grams. And now we're opening the water tap, and it's going to very slowly drain at 0.1 grams per second. And then it's going to immediately dematerialize. We're going to put a vent over here, or airflow tile rather. And then over here we're going to add another airflow tile. And then clean oxygen will come out, and it'll just kind of push this polluted oxygen out. One thing we'll do actually is we're going to set up a deodorizer right here, just to get rid of this filth. And then later we're going to put this in. Alright, that way we're not going to have a situation where polluted oxygen is going to be blocking the clean oxygen from coming out. Alright, our research is done as we have some more arrivals. Let's have a look. Saltwater, joya seed. Oh, that's nice. We'll take that. Let's have a look at the research. Alright, we're going to get atmosuit started. That'll take some time. Alright, we're getting this bypass pump situated. Alright, we're finally getting to that insulated wall I've been promising all this time. Alright, these vents here have served their purpose. We're going to go ahead and dismantle them. At last, cycle 54, and Joshua is ready to learn mechatronics. Let's get him situated. And then Harold will wait a little bit because his morale is starting to get up there, so we'll just leave that skill point alone for now. Alright, and now let's go ahead and build these conveyor lines. Highest priority possible. Let's go. Alright, let's go ahead and lock the door on the way out. We're not coming back here for a long time. And also for good measure, we could even wall this in. Just an extra layer of safety. You want to make sure you wall in the bottom tile, not the top first. Otherwise, you're going to have an accidental liquid gas bypass happen here. There. No accidents. All clean. Alright, we're going to finish conveyor rail, and then we're going to supply the sand, and this thing is going to get fired up. Let's see what's cooking over here. Barbecue. Yum. Alright, we're getting barbecue. There we go. Excellent. What a treat. Let's go ahead and put it away before the animals get to it. Alright. Alright, it's a brand new day, and we're going to fill up this conveyor with sand. We've got manual use enabled. And it's going. Now we just need to give the power here, and hopefully we don't overload the 1 kilowatt wire. Alright, the moment of truth. Let's see this thing. And on, here we go. Oh yeah. And then this guy, let's have a look. Getting oxygen in here. Alright, polluted oxygen is kind of pushed to the side here. What we're going to need to do is we're going to need to clean up this oxygen here. Let's get some sand in here. It's getting in the way. Look at this thing go. It's just pumping out oxygen like crazy now. Oh yeah. Things are happening. It's getting high pressure in here. The reason I didn't put a vent in here, up at the top here, is because the CO2 would then get in there and just cause problems. But here it's just kind of coming from the top and then pushing its way down, and then nothing is pushing its way from the top on top of the oxygen. So, oh yeah, we just got to get this polluted oxygen out of here, but that's what this filter is for. It's working, and it's slowly getting rid of this polluted oxygen. And eventually all of it should be gone. Yeah, it'll get rid of it eventually. But yeah, things are happening here now. So one thing we should do is probably add some automation to this valve over here, just so we don't overpressurize. So let's go ahead and do that. And we're going to go ahead and put some automation here. Ugh, well, that's not great. Just my luck. All right, no problem. All right, we're just going to come in this way. Right after lunch break. Oh yeah, we're going to have so many popped eardrums down here. It's not even funny. We're going to need to stop this thing ASAP. Holy. Look at this thing go. Only took us 55 cycles, right? All right, we're adding some automation here. Atmos sensor to this bypass pump. Otherwise, it just goes like crazy. So we need to regulate this thing. Gonna quickly add this deodorizer here to get rid of the polluted oxygen that's stuck up there. It was getting annoying, but we're gonna deal with it. All right, the deodorizer has served its purpose. Let's get rid of it. Well, it looks like we got some leveling up going on here. Let's have a look here real quick. I think we'll leave everybody the way they are for now, just so we don't stress them out. Should be okay for the time being. I think we'll go ahead and create a second oxygen release here. But first we're going to clean up this polluted oxygen here, just so it doesn't interfere. Okay, we're going to turn these things on. We're going to bring in some sand. And then we're going to cap off this tile over here so CO2 doesn't get down there. Let's have a look here. A little bit of CO2 did manage to get down here, but that's okay. It's going to get pushed out. And then it looks like it's all oxygen up here. And we'll put a cap over here. Let's have a look here. Okay, I think what we do need here is, yeah, we need some automation. All right, we're going to add a second Atmos sensor here. Let's go ahead and prioritize this real good. There we go. Alrighty. Our research is going along swimmingly. We're going to set the sensor the same way. And there we go. Now we're going to have plenty of oxygen. In fact, let's set the sensor to 1500. So it's not too aggressive. There we go. Should be good now. Let's see what's printing over here. Fertilizer, once again. Let's get some. Alright. And I think this is where I want to end this episode. We've got this oxygen machine running. As long as there's power. It doesn't need to be running all the time. We got our sewage taken care of for now. We're going to chlorinate it in the next episode. And then the next thing we'll do is we'll build a dedicated kitchen with a compartment. And then we'll have a permanently living dupe there. And he can also be doing research at the same time. As for now, I'll end it here. This has been Greasy Hammer. And thank you for watching. As always, if you like it, then smash that like button and subscribe. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.